First off, good morning to everyone. Just a recap of last week's game. We played ODU, tough battle. We thought we had the game. We had a great game plan going into the game. They had a kid on the wing, Dewar Gordon, just kind of took over the game in the second half. He made some plays down the stretch, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. We didn't make no plays down the stretch. We cut it to like 3, I think, at one point, and I thought we was going to make a push. Actually, we went up 5 early in the second half, and then I thought we was going to make a push and kind of stretch the lead out a little bit. But they made plays down the stretch. We didn't make no plays, and they jumped up and made big shots, and we didn't. But kudos to them. Kudos to them. They came in and stole one on the road. Then we had a quick turnaround. We had to bounce back and get ready for Monroe, which is a team that was coming in playing well. Obviously their record say they were 0-3 coming into the game, but they have a bunch of talented guys on the team. And I told the guys coming into the game it was going to be a battle. And our guys, we fought all game. They jumped out to an early lead on us, which they do every game. But I just told our guys, let's keep battling. Let's keep battling. It's 4-minute game. And we made a push late in the second half, man, and we finished the game well. I felt Kyron Ratliff played extremely well down the stretch in the second half.
So, in the last few games, you've had players, in the ODU game you lost, but Jeremiah had a great game. And then in the last game, London hadn't really shown much already, but then he came up and played really well. So kind of what did you do with those performances?
Well, it's kind of like you going for the Christmas section and you're trying to find the right tree, and all the trees look pretty. And London is a kid that works extremely hard every single day. And I always tell London, hey, stay ready. Keep working on your game. Your opportunity is going to come, and it's going to finally click for him. And I told him, hey, you get a wide open shot, jump up and knock it down and just play with confidence. And he did that. Gave us a big boost in the first half, kind of carried us in the first half when we was kind of struggling to score a little bit. And I was proud of him.
You are a point guard and play like a point guard, and yet your point guard right now, you've had injuries, sicknesses, and like, you're having to, like, what do you even, is it even tough to project what you're going to have for point guard for the league? Like, how do you deal with that?
Well, we just try to balance it out. Who's available, that's who plays. Next man up mentality. Kentrell Garnett stepped in and played exceptionally well. Last game at the point, he played 40 minutes. I told his mom after the game, I'm sorry that I had to play him 40 minutes, but he was not coming out this game. And he stepped up and made big plays. And I felt Christian Wright came in off of being sick for the last week or so, missed last game, and played well down the stretch, made 4 huge free throws, just ice water in his veins, and made some excellent passes as well. So we're just trying to balance it out, just trying to get healthy. We're trying to have a full, healthy team for the first time in a long time. I mean, all we can do is just pray about it and, hopefully everybody get healthy, but we just got to, who's ever available to play, that's who's going to play. I wish I can get out there and play, but I can't. My eligibility is up, but we're going to play the guys who are ready to play, injury or non-injury. So we just got to just go play.
With Arkansas State Thursday, obviously one player that you're very familiar with, Kobe Julian, but overall, they've been kind of talked about as being maybe the most talented team in the league. What kind of challenges do they have?
Well, if you look at their roster top to bottom, they have a high major roster. They got guys that in average double figures at different schools where they'd have been at. Obviously, they have Kobe, who was preseason player of the year, 2-time all-league guy. Terrian Todd is a great point guard as well. He's an all-league guy. So they got some pieces, but we just got to put together a great game plan and just go play. They only have one basketball, so it's not like it's going to be 5 guys shooting the ball at, shooting different balls at one time. We just got to lock in on the defensive end and make things difficult for them.
You guys have ULM again. What benefits or maybe challenges you guys would have in facing them so kind of with a quick turnaround of only one game between?
Well, one thing about me, I try not to look too far ahead. I know they're coming up. We really just trying to focus in on Arkansas State. There's definitely going to be some adjustments made to the ULM game, seeing them on Saturday with the quick turnaround. But right now, we're just trying to really lock in on Arkansas State.
With Arkansas State, is it keeping them from making too many threes or avoiding the turnovers? Like, what's going to be the big thing that you're going to be able to, stay in that game, bro? Well,
we definitely need to have a low turnover game against them because they thrive off turnovers, three-pointers made, and getting to the free throw line and layups. We have to slow the game down some, because they want the games to be in the high 90s, possibly a 100-point game. And we have to execute on the offensive end, and on the defensive end, we got to guard. have to guard without fouling because they have a bunch of guys who can put the ball on the ground and get to the basket. And they have shooters. They have one of the best shooters in the league, a transfer from Arkansas, I think. He can really shoot the ball. Watching the game against Troy, he hit 2 big threes down the stretch that gave him the win. So we going to have our hands full on Thursday, but we're going to be ready to play.
Jeremiah, every time I'm thinking, okay, he's doing well, we're going to go with him. You don't go with him. But, I mean, you can see the talent. So, like, how do you decide, like, what makes a decision whether, okay, we're going to ride him for 10 minutes here or whatever, or don't? Like, what goes into that?
Well, the game against Monroe, he impacted the game on the defensive side. If you go back and watch the tape, he was challenging shots. He was banging with their big guys, and we need that because we don't have a guy that's over. He's the only guy on our team that's over 6'9". And with those guys they had that was 6'10", 6'9", 6'9", he was able to challenge some of their shots and bother some of their shots. Obviously, the game against ODU, he scored more, which he has the ability to do, and we would love for him to do that for us every night. But he's an 18-year-old freshman that's still trying to figure it out. And for me and the staff, it's just going with gut feeling. We talked to Kyron, and we just told Kyron be ready. And I felt Kyron stepped up big, hit 2 big threes in the second half, and I think he finished with 5 rebounds, I think 4 of them offensive. So we're just trying to go with the gut feeling, who's playing well at that time, just kind of roll with him.
So, as far as guys like London, is it how much they play going to be matchup or practice?
I'm a firm believer in you practice how you play. I'm a firm believer in that. So, all our guys practice hard. They work hard every single day. And a lot of the stuff for as playing time goes about matchups, who can match up against who. And then it just depends on who's giving us a spark. We always looking for a spark. I told Zeke Cook before the game, I say, make this first group match your energy. And if anybody who knows Zeke and watch him practice and work out, he's all about energy and effort. And Zeke don't have no problem going and box somebody out or hitting somebody or guarding. He was guarding Wilson, the point guard, and I said, man, he's about to take his ball. And it's just that type of energy that we need from guys that's coming off the bench for our team to be successful.
Does playing point guard decrease Kentrell's chances of contributing in the scoring, or does it actually increase?
Well, I think it increased opportunities for everyone because you have to guard Kentrell above the three-point line, probably 2-3 steps away from the three-point line because he has that type of range. And Kentrell has really grown over the years as being able to make plays off the bounce, out of pick-and-roll situations, just reading the defense. So we try to use him as a weapon, sometimes as a point guard, just because he gives other guys more opportunities. So we're going to kind of do that more down the stretch, of course, with availability with Mike and Christian, with help-wise or whatever. But it just gives us a different versatility and allows us to play different options as well.